My name is Tang Zhang.
My name is Angelica Herrera.
My name is Hong Nguyen.
My name is Marissa Escudo.
My name is Katrina Dorton.
And my name is Dustin Moreno.
My name is Tang Zhang. For now, I'm going to do the performance forecast and the ex-post evaluation. As you can see on the table, year 5 and year 6, we show the target and actual of ROA, ROE, market share, stock price, and the unit price cost, and the total net income. I'm going to focus more talk about ROA, ROE, and our market share because that's three of our main priority in the weighting factor. As you can see right here in our table, our ROA target is 7.5 and our actual is 11.15. And in year 6, our target is 20-40%, but our actual is only 12.63%. Our ROE percentage target is 12.10%. We gain a higher percentage in the actual one. It's 15.87%. And also in year 6, we expect a negative percentage in ROE because we think we're gonna have a net loss, but we actually have a 18.59% positive instead. As you can see in the graph, for the return on assets, the target graph was actually a little bit higher than the actual one because since ROA is net income divided by total assets, and we wasn't able to generate enough income to accommodate the expansion of our production line, would increase our total asset. And also the same thing happened for year 6. For our the next one I'm going to talk about will be market share. Our market share, the target and the actual, as you see on year 5 and year 6, is both below than what we expected. But the graph showing that we are actually hitting the target, as you can see on the table.
Hi, my name is Angelica Herrera, and I'm going to be talking about functional strategies. As you can see in the graph, we tried to keep our price range between 1037 and 1070, but it ended up being lower. It was as low as 10.10 in year 5. This is because we were trying to keep up with our competition. Even though our competition offered extremely lower prices than we did, we still decided to offer lower prices because we were trying to keep customer loyalty. We ended up selling Torino in year 5, and this is why there's no price for Torino in year 6. We planned to have between 21 and 40 employees, but we ended up having a lower number of employees. Our planned beginning inventory for year 5 was 120, but it ended up being 711 because of the increasing demand. We decided that we wanted to overstock from the beginning, so this is why we have such a high beginning inventory instead of what we planned. We bought back stock to increase our ROE, but failed because we had such low income.
Hi, my name is Hong, and I will talk about the variance between actual and projection of year 6. Income statement, net sales to customer. The company has a variance of 8.9%. This variance is smaller than the previous year variance due to manufacturer concept of smaller selling price and increasing amount of sales in medical. Gross profits, the company has a variance of 22%. This means it's smaller than the forecast value due to increasing amount of cost of goods sold. When the cost go down, it's made the gross profit increase. So to fix this error, in future we need to control our cost of goods sold in order to get a higher gross profit than the forecast gross profit. Storage expense, the company has a variance of 66%. If the company is not lower the price, there will be more inventory. Year 6 balance sheet, total fixed assets. The company has a variance of 0.95%. The, the number is very small and is mostly due to the variance of the manufacturing plant and equipment. Account payable, the company has a variance of 11%. It means the cash production cost to be smaller than the actual. The company needs to pay less than forecast payment. And lastly, the total liability and equity. The company has 11.
Hi, I'm Marisa Escudo, and I'll be going over the peer comparison. For return on asset, the overall industry's return on asset was 15.97% in year 5 and rose by 15.38% in year 6 for a total of 31.35% ROA in year 6. Our company alone only increased by 1.48% from year 5 to year 6. Our low return on asset reflects our low net income. A low ROA was also the result of our expansion in production, which increased our assets, and we were not able to see a full return on our investment in year 6. For year 7, we plan to up production, which will help us increase sales and increase net income. This will give us a better ROA. Return on equity. The overall industry's return on equity had an increase of 43.4% from year 5 to year 6. What a high ROE means for the industry as a whole is reliability on sourcing the finance by issuing stocks and bonds. With such high industry ROE, the industry in year 6 looks more attractive to potential investors. Thus, the industrial investment environment is healthy and proactive. Our company had an ROE of 15.87% in year 5 and 18.59% in year 6. This is again due to our low net income in both years. Yet, even though we have a low ROE, we did buy back a lot of our common stock. Market share. In market share, our company came in second amongst all the other companies in year 5 and third in year 6. Year 5, we had 26.04% of the market share, whereas in year 6, we slightly decreased in market share by 0.92%, in which it seems that company 2 stole a slight portion of market share from each company within the industry. We account our above-average market share to our low-cost selling strategy. Stock price. The stock price industry average rose from $2.40 to $5.96 in year 6, whereas our stock price rose by 51 cents from year 5 to year 6. A stock price growth is a positive no matter how small, and although our stock price is still the lowest in the industry, it has potential to grow and provide really high returns to our investors. Looking into the future in years 7 and 8, we are certain that we will be able to increase our stock price, and those investors who invest now will be happy they did. Unit product cost. The unit product cost decreased from year 5 to year 6 by 0.86%. In both years, our unit product cost was higher than the average. What this shows us is that we could be producing more productively or selling more units. Moving out of Sereno hurt our unit product cost as well, but upon entering the market again, we plan to lower product cost and in return increase net income. Total net income. The total average net income for the industry increased by 37.81%, whereas our total net income increased by 16.7% from year 5 to year 6. In comparison to other companies, we had the smallest growth between years 5 and 6. We attribute this again to leaving the international market of Sereno. Yet, although we left Sereno in year 6, we were still able to manage an increase in net income. We realized that leaving Sereno was not the best decision overall. Therefore, re-entering that market full force in years 7 and 8, we will be able to increase our total net income.
The SWOT analysis. Okay, so a few of our strengths were the high market share, competitive pricing, and high production capacity. Our high market share was something that we really focused in on and we put a lot of weight on. We tried to have a really good strategy to maintain this competitive market share. Although Company 4 did surpass us, but we maintained the second ranking highest market. We maintained the second highest market share throughout Our weaknesses were high unit production costs, high training expense, and high R&D. What we try to do is keep the average pricing, and that means we want to produce a high quality product. So we spend a lot of money in training our employees and things like that. Foreign plants, expansion, as well as industry leader and market share. We did end up selling Sereno, but we feel like we have an opportunity to buy it back and expand our marketing in that area. Threats, customer preference, high-low product, and foreign currency fluctuation. So I'm going to focus in on customer preference. So we feel like that is a threat because we are a mid-average range. We produce a mid-average range product. So for the lower income people, we don't really target them. And for the high income people, they might not feel that our product and service are luxurious enough for them because we are an average ranging company.
Hi, my name is Dustin, and I'll be closing out with our future plans of our company. Some of the future plans that we have coming up for year 7, we went ahead and pressed on this into the spending forecast. We're going to be spending a little bit more money in advertising agency, helps with our promoting our new product, lets our public know what new exciting products will happen in the future, and this builds anticipation for our products. More advertising equals more sales. Rise in spending and training obviously helps out with worker efficiency, and it helps workers become more familiar with the product they're making. I'm going to move on to rising spending. This will also bring down loss of time production because our employees will know how to handle a problem if it occurs on the production line. So the more money we put into the training, the better our product will be in the end. The last thing that we'll be spending some money on is the plant relocation, building a plant outside of America. This will bring down our shipping costs and also allow our
That'll also help our positive income and allow us to capture more of the market share. Advertising, we're going to put in about 10% raise in this because advertising equals sales. Our sales department works hard to keep the public aware of what's up and coming.
Also through advertising, we're able to get the feedback from our consumers, which benefits us before we actually launch a new product. R&D, we're going to go ahead and bump up R&D between 8 and 10%. There were some years that we were lacking in this area, and we're going to strive to make that area that much stronger in the years to come. In order for us to compete, our R&D department strives to understand the consumer wants and needs. Just because our product is doing well in the years past doesn't mean that we should have backed away from this. That way, that is the reason why we'll be putting a little bit more effort into this area. We want to sell our product at competitive prices, and we're able to do this by understanding the market through our research and development.